Peace. How's it going, Patrick? Conservative Rap. And in this video, let's talk about fraud. Let's talk about taxes and the real criminal syndicate. There's a old song by Twalib Kweli, and he goes, "Y'all ain't thugs. The real thugs are the government." And this is a real problem with Trump, the Patriots, and the conservative agenda. The fraud is coming out, and people are waking up to it, both here in the States and globally. And people are beginning to wonder, why are we even paying taxes? There's really two systems. There's a central bank slave system that taxes the citizens, and then there's a parallel economy, what Trump is building, that gets money from outside sources to fund the government. And again, people are waking up to this and wondering why we even bothered. So let's go to some clips and some examples. Screen. Truth Social. This is Trump. More on this green new agenda. Green energy company in the hot seat after bald eagles get knocked out of the skies. Trump Department of the Interior is finding a green energy company over 30,000 after the wind turbines knocked two American bald eagles out of the sky. It should be higher than this. I think there's a proposal to bring this up to $1 million per bald eagle. And here's someone, Women for Trump. Tell me why our electric bills never decrease, even though we've swapped all LED lights, Energy Star appliances, and built massive solar wind farms. Because it's not about us, it's about them. Here's a Kobisi letter on X. U.S. housing market activity may be resurging. Pending home sales jumped 3.3% month over month in November, well over the expectations of a 0.9 increase. This marks a fourth consecutive monthly gain, matching the longest streak during the 2020 pandemic. Contract signings improved across every U.S. region last month to their highest levels of 2025. The West Point has posted the largest increase following the South, the nation's largest home selling region. As a result, the pending home sales index is up to 79.2%, the highest since February of 2023. Home buyer activity is regaining traction. And think about the years of presidents and just this correspondence here. It's synchronistic. Elon Musk says right over the target in response to Arthur McWhorter saying, this is shocking. U.S. collects $2.4 trillion in income tax, but spends $1.5 trillion on fraud. If we didn't have to pay for fraud, only $900 billion would need to be collected. This means anyone with less than $500K in income could pay literally $0 in income tax. We don't need to raise taxes. We need to cut fraud. Amen. All right, I'm just going to repost this. All right, cynical Publius again. I'm not sure if anyone in the federal government really understands just what a momentous event the Somali daycare scam is for America. The people who pay taxes are noticing bigly, and it'll end in one of two ways. Radical change across all strata of government that greatly eliminates the fraud, waste, and abuse. Or B, middle-class taxpayers deciding enough is enough and stop following the rules. Door one is prosperity, door two is anarchy. And here's Matt.
I just got off work, and it dawned on me that 30% of everything I made today probably went to some stupid scam, some SNAP fraud, some Somali daycare, some crazy crap. For probably put illegal in a nice hotel today. I don't know what I did, but 30% of everything I made went to something insane. And here I thought, saving money was the right thing to do. Scrimping, thrift shopping, building DIY stuff instead. Like, I think I'm just an idiot. Like, these people clearly have no regard for the American taxpayer whatsoever. They just take our money and do whatever they want. They open up fraudulent businesses like it's easy, and it is, and that's so crazy, and that's got to stop. Until this stops, none of us should be paying tax dollars. Like, just go after the fraudsters and get our money back. Make sure there's no fraud occurring, and then we can restart paying taxes. But
Yeah, and I'm not going to play the whole clip, but this is just one of many, obviously, in terms of the fundamental sentiment. share this tab instead. Let me get this straight. In 1913, 0 American families paid income tax. In 2025, every family member paid income tax. Every family paid income tax, and about 2/3 of it just covered fraud. We have become a tax farm for politicians to enrich themselves and anyone who can import, they can import to vote for them. Take a look at this. 1923, 1929 stock crash, Great Depression, boom. And here we are. Insane. All right, Qantas Insights. Global capital is betting on America. It's a little bit of a positive transition, and the numbers are impossible to ignore. Foreign private investors are buying U.S. assets at 1.65 trillion annual pace, up 40% from last year's. Equity inflows are surging, treasuries are in demand, and corporate bonds are seeing strong overseas buying. This strong confidence-driven allocation by sophisticated investors looking 12 to 24 months ahead. When stocks, treasuries, and corporate bonds all see heavy inflows together, the data quietly signals U.S. growth looking resilient, American institutions remaining solid, global alternatives not measuring up. A rare combination that points to a strong setup for the U.S. economy. Foreign sector net purchases of U.S. stocks check the year. And similarly, foreign sector net purchases of U.S. stocks. Check the year. On truth, the United States has set a world record on investing being made into a country, and it's trillions of dollars more than number 2, China. The singular cause responsible for this is tariffs, and the fact that if you make your product in the U.S., there are no tariffs. Hence, factories or businesses are being built all over our country at a level never seen before, which means jobs. Congrats to the USA on this incredible achievement. You had Andrew Jackson, you had McKinley as the prior presidents who used taxes, tariffs as a system to fund the government from external sources. I mean, imagine if you or I, imagine if we had an open-ended credit card. That's really what the government is. They borrow and they tax. But we're going to see Bitcoin, gold, silver moving up quickly. And Trump is ultimately building the narrative to absorb the Federal Reserve into the Treasury. What do you think? Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, and check me out at ConservativeRap.com for more. Thanks and take care.